Hey Gearheads, this video is a warning. A warning to those car lovers who are new in the market and looking for their dream car. We've researched a lot on new and old cars, but with EVs piling up on the market, we want you to know about these 11 cars. These cars may look impressive, but once you buy them, you'll find yourself in a financial crisis. But worse than that, you can put yourself and your family's life in danger. Without any further ado, let's start the new year with a bang. Starting off the list is our number 11, which is the Rivian R1T. The Rivian R1T was considered to be the best new EV truck when it was about to be launched on the market, but then things failed miserably. Although it was pretty good in the start, the consumers soon found glitches in the truck's navigation system. The Rivian R1T starts at $71,000 and goes all the way up to the Tri-Ascend trim, which is about $111,000, which, I mean, come on, that's pretty expensive. If you look at the economy, you'll get a decent 314-mile average, but due to rare charging stations, it's very difficult to go on long rides. The Rivian R1T also has some durability issues. It was all fun and games until the YouTuber Jerry Rig Everything uploaded this video about the 3 things he hates the most regarding his Rivian. Some things he mentioned were plants growing in the undercarriage and water getting in the car when it rains, which you really don't want. The Rivian R1T also got complaints regarding faulty airbags and suspension. Coming in our top 10 is the Lincoln Aviator, which starts at around $53,000 and goes up to $88,000. This is not a cheap car for everyday use, but Lincoln is famous for many mishaps and faulty cars. A recent 2024 Lincoln recall involved over 109,000 Aviator SUVs to fix recurring backup camera issues. This recall is part of a series of 6 different electrical system recalls related to the backup camera. And the fuel economy is even lower than the Chevrolet Blazer. It's only 18 miles per gallon. Another recall was made by Lincoln to solve possible problems with the Aviator, and this time it concerned the wire harness installed in the 2020 and 2021 Aviators with a 3.0-liter gasoline engine, which is not uncommon. So if you're looking for a luxury vehicle, just don't go with an Aviator, okay? Trust us. Number 9. The Volvo XC60. This Volvo is also a luxury SUV with a starting price of $53,000. One of the most notorious faults of the Volvo is the loss of power steering. So you better start curling now if you decide to buy this, because you're gonna need the bicep strength. Owners have complained a lot about the noises that they hear when turning, and sudden loss of power assist. By the start of 2019, more than 45,000 vehicles had been recalled because of a safety problem with the tailgate lifting arm separating from the car. That'll turn any routine grocery trip into something way worse. In March 2020, Volvo initiated a recall of nearly 750,000 vehicles worldwide due to concerns regarding faulty autonomous emergency braking systems, also known as AEB. So the Volvo XC60 is also a big no for SUVs. Number 8. The Chevrolet Blazer. At first, the Chevy Blazer was a boom in town with its starting price of $44,000, but users started to complain about electrical issues and poor reliability. And drivers also faced some premium issues when going for a quick fix, along with the car value depreciating more rapidly than normal. General Motors has recalled about 850 model year 2025 Chevrolet Blazers, 2025 Chevrolet Blazer EVs, and 2025 Chevrolet Equinox vehicles. The door strikers can break because they weren't properly heat treated. Come on, GM, this is basic stuff. This can cause the doors to suddenly open while driving, which if you've ever experienced that, you probably don't want to again. Number 7. The Dodge Durango. The Dodge Durango gets some points for sounding cool. But let's be honest here, it has a lot of problems. It's a midsize SUV known for its aggressive looks, and it starts at $40,000. The 2025 SR Hellcat model is assumed to reach 115 grand, and it's claimed to be able to tow a massive 84,000 pounds of load. However, some serious drawbacks are the poor fuel economy of the V8 engine, which can only go as high as 15 miles per gallon, which again, for 2025 isn't very good. The safety features are also below average, and some consumers claim their cars could only haul about 5,000 pounds, instead of what the Dodge Durango initially claimed. High maintenance costs and poor resale value make it even more expensive. Some companies should just stick to muscle cars, right? Number 6. The Jeep Wrangler. If you're talking about the worst cars to buy, you can't keep Jeep off the list. Although the Jeep Wrangler is a pretty good option for off-road enthusiasts, and it starts at just 33 grand, which actually is pretty good, the US government's Auto Safety Agency is investigating a potential loss of motor power in more than 94,000 Jeep Wrangler 4xe vehicles, after receiving complaints for cars outside the scope of an earlier recall involving an engine shutdown condition in the same SUV model. The NHTSA reports 68 cases of motor power loss in Jeep Wrangler 4xe models from 2021 to 2024. And your motor randomly giving out is not something you want. Number 5. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. With a starting price of $44,145, the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid is the most environmentally friendly minivan in its class, thanks to its remarkable 82 mpg rating and abundance of features. Over 67,000 Pacifica Hybrids were recalled between 2017 and 2023 due to a faulty wiring connector in the transmission that was added to the 2023 model. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid problems have caused a federal investigation following a recall in July 2022, which was announced due to a previous defect investigation. It seems like Chrysler just can't keep up. The 2017 to 2023 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid problems involve minivans that lose drive power because the engines have decided to suddenly shut down. Why is this such a common problem? Is anyone else worried about that? Anyway, let's move on to number 4, the Volkswagen Jetta. Now, rounding out the bottom 7 is the Volkswagen Jetta. It provides a comfortable ride and an excellent 30 mpg fuel economy. But there are serious concerns about durability. While the 2006 model suffered electrical malfunctions, fuel pump troubles, and engine misfires, the 2009 model is notorious for transmission problems, especially with the gearbox. The 2003 model was infamous for power window and ignition coil failures, and the early 2019 vehicles had infotainment issues. Although it has a pocket-friendly price of 22 grand, there are still better options than the Jetta. Number 3. Mitsubishi Mirage. The Mitsubishi Mirage is top 3 in our worst-to-buy list of cars. It's the cheapest on the market, but everything comes at a price. You pay for a weak engine with weak noises, and it's prone to vibrations, which some people might like, but let's keep it PG. Mitsubishi always has complaints about acceleration, handling, and excessive noise. With an anticipated $5,135 in repairs over the first 10 years, maintenance expenses are pretty high. Mitsubishi made a decision to abandon the Mirage in the United States, which means there won't be a 2025 model. The Mirage is a cheap car that soon becomes a financial burden, despite its tempting affordability. Number 2, let's talk about something a little bit classier, the Jaguar F-Pace. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing that now. The Jaguar F-Pace, okay, I said I was gonna stop. It's a luxury SUV that starts at $58,300. Its alluring design and driving performance attract plenty of buyers, but it lacks reliability. Electrical problems afflict the F-Pace, especially with the infotainment system. Even with more recent models, complaints about excessive oil consumption and malfunctioning gasoline pumps are frequent. According to the 2023 What Car Dependability Survey, Jaguar ranked 29th out of 32 manufacturers, placing the F-Pace in the bottom third of big SUVs, below rivals like Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Porsche. And number 1, get ready, it's the GMC Sierra 1500. The worst car to buy is none other than the GMC Sierra 1500. Heating and air conditioning problems are the most common problems for the GMC. It mostly occurs due to a faulty actuator. The new cars with over 300,000 miles have seen this phenomenon. A Sierra with this issue typically has 126,000 miles on it, with clunking sounds coming from the steering wheel. And the fuel efficiency is disappointing with just 17 miles per gallon, and insurance costs are higher than the rest of the cars in its class. Some of the most recent Sierra trucks have also faced some defects in the airbags and suspension, which led to a number of recalls. With that being said, the GMC Sierra finishes our list for the worst car no one should ever buy. If you guys enjoyed this video, then watch this next video suggested to you by YouTube.